What's up, Raandigars? We're back with another Persona video. Yeah, it's a Persona video. So, I made a community post. I want to ask this a question. This is for a video. If you played or completed one or all of the OG Persona series, do you like them, hate them, and why? If you haven't played them, then what's the reason for not playing them? I'll make a video if and when this post gets enough comments. Now, this post got 4 comments, which is a lot for me. But, I made this question because I've been seeing a lot of negativity in the Persona community about Persona 1 and 2 and FemC. Like, people are acting like, oh, FemC doesn't deserve a remake, or FemC will never get a remake, FemC will never make money. Oh, Persona 1 and 2 are like dead, they're like relics of time, they shouldn't deserve. And when it comes to FemC is in a weird limbo. Like, right now, the Nintendo Switch 2 got announced, and like, P3 Reload is gonna be on Switch 2. So, if P3 Reload gets announced for Switch and we get FemC in that, that's a possibility. Do I think it will happen? Or I don't think so. But that's the only place where we can see, okay, FemC is about to get something. But if it doesn't, FemC is in limbo. She can be 2040, 2050, 2035. Like, she can come down 10 years down the line, 50 years down the line. Like, that's the thing. FemC will go in limbo. However, these games, Persona 1 and 2 Duology, they are definitely getting remakes. That is something that will happen. That isn't like, oh, it will not happen or stuff like that. Atlus doesn't care. No. These games are getting remakes, like Persona 1, 2 Innocent Sin, and Eternal Punishment. So I asked people's thoughts. Hey, what do you think about them? Like, stuff like that. Because I've been seeing a little negativity, even especially when I make videos like about Persona 6 and stuff. Alright, so Barbecue Taro, let's go. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I'm yet to continue or finish Persona 1, but I finished both Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment. It's safe to say I absolutely loved Innocent Sin. Eternal Punishment, not so much. Oh, alright, let me read and I'll give my thoughts. In both games, I loved how characters were expanded upon. Yes, that is true. Especially in Innocent Sin, where you had to get characters to do stuff themselves to get their prime persona. This is, I'll talk about all this after reading. I think overall the things about the games that I ended up liking the most were the characters and story as I went on. Bonus points to Eternal Punishment for making Tatsuya one of my top 2. That is true. Persona characters overall, thanks to that side story giving more details on what he was doing behind the scenes, and his POV on the main situation happening in game and his own one. Alright, so first of all, I don't know which version of Innocent Sin has Barbecue Taro played, because if it's the PSP version, then I disagree that Innocent Sin is better than Eternal Punishment in terms of gameplay. However, if Barbecue Taro have played the PS1 version, I haven't played that, so no comments. And in my opinion, and thinking a lot, Innocent Sin easily has the best Persona series. Eternal Punishment has the best story in the Persona series. Eternal Punishment, I'd say, is second or third for me. The reason is simple. Persona stories are, the main attraction is usually the reveal. There's always a reveal. Now, I won't spoil what is in Innocent Sin and stuff like that. However, in Eternal Punishment, you know about the reveal. You're just waiting for it to happen. And I feel like they could have added something else. Not adding another reveal or stuff, but should have added something else. There's a bit of a plot explanation than a plot twist. So, yes, this is true. Persona 2's character expansion is just flawless. However, I would have to add, like, I've been burping a lot recently, but I would like to add that even I don't know if you play, oh, you're still playing Persona 1. Persona 1 is pretty good. This is a problem that started from Persona 4, where Atlus is like, you know what we can do? Let's just remove the side characters from the story and just focus them in the social link. And that is something I do not like. Persona 3 did not do that. Persona 4 and 5. This is one thing, I don't want to attack social links, But this is one thing social links is, I guess, made the Persona series worse in a sense, is that it gave Atlus reasons to just not develop characters within story. They're like, oh yeah, social links, that's the only thing. When, in my opinion, social links should complement them rather than be a main part of the story. And yes, this too. This was also removed from Persona 3, and this is also like a fault that started in Persona 4, where complete social links to get there. Like Prime Personas are basically second, third awakenings and stuff like that. I think overall the things about the games I ended up liking the most were the The Innocent Sin as a game in the PSP version is like, it's not even a game. You're not even playing it. 99% of the game you'll auto and easily win. I later found out that you need to be, I think I was at 47 at the last boss, or 50. You need to be, recommended level for that is 65 or something. I think. I need to double check. I could be wrong. And yeah, Tatsuya's side stories are amazing. The third one I did not like for the gameplay mechanic. It was just like, go there, fight this, go there, fight this. But story-wise, yeah. And in my opinion, Tatsuya is the best Persona character. In my opinion. Currently. I'd have to say Tatsuya 1, Maya 2, Yukari 3, Nanaka 4. It's just in my head right now. It could change, obviously. I didn't play any of these. How did they get a remake then? Yeah, this is the reason I'm making this video. I've seen a lot of people just go act like, oh, if they make Persona 1 and 2 remake, they'll never get the sales. And I'm not buying them. And I'm guarantee you right now, those people that are talking like that, all of them, or mostly all of them, and whenever Atlus announced Persona 1 remake with the crisp graphics, with the PS5 60 FPS smoothness, with like, oh, the first awakening of, or the awakenings of a character in that, mwah, people are gonna stand up. They're gonna be like, Atlus, take my money. People are gonna get the collector's edition with, I don't know, Naoya or Maki figurine, and they wouldn't even know who they are. I'm telling you right now, they wouldn't even know who they are, and they'd be like, oh yeah, we'll get in that. Like, they're gonna pay like $200 or something like that for the collector's edition. Like, I'm telling you right now, people who are saying they won't buy, stop it, man. People said the same thing. I remember a lot of people were saying the same thing about Persona 3 back, and they were like, just forget about Persona 4 and 3. It's only Persona 5 now. Like, they are never gonna touch them. I don't know where this negativity comes from. Persona fans are the only fans I've noticed where they just are so one of the few. They're so divided, even though they're like, it's the same damn series. Okay, Diggity Darren. Oh yeah, this is Siva Bulusu. Yeah, Diggity Darren. I was brutally sick to start the new year. Oh, and stuck at home for 2 weeks. Hope you're better, man. And I hope that doesn't happen, because I was sick, I think in 2024, was it, or 2023? And like, yeah, it's terrible. I finally forced myself to play to Persona 1, and I totally enjoyed it. Despite how much I liked it, I can't ever recommend it to anyone because how tedious it is to play. Hell to that, brother. Like, yeah, this is the most honest Persona 1, in my opinion, because of its gameplay, is the worst mainline Persona game. Not the worst Persona game, it's the most mainline Persona game. But they don't call me Diggity Tedious Darren for nothing. Oh, okay. But I'm not on my account right now, the Raandigars account, or I might just pin that. But like, let's see what Matt Quinn have to say. Yeah, that is true. And the annoying part in Persona 1 is that, like, there's like stacking with elements, which is like, okay, that is annoying. And the other thing is that, like, once you get ambushed from behind, you're just instantly dead. It's like, put your controller down. And Mudo and Hama skills are just, for some reason, poison that just never ends until you win. So like, yeah, Persona 1 is terrible in terms of gameplay. Like, it's weird people don't talk about it. Persona 2 is actually pretty good in terms of gameplay, especially Eternal Punishment. It just, the difference between those two, it's like People say, "Oh, Persona 3 is the one that revolutionized." Bro, like the difference between Persona 1 and 2's gameplay is quite a lot. Like Persona 1 is unplayable. Persona 2 is like it's really good, and a lot of mechanics are from Persona 2, right? Like, am I stupid? I finished once the back route. Play the Snow Queen quest. I would recommend Macquin. LOL 9673. The Snow Queen quest is actually pretty good. The villains in that are pretty good. And Two Innocents, and I'm playing Eternal Punishment right now. This is, a lot of people say this game is tough. I didn't see that. This game is like this game is the most balanced game ever, I will say. Like, I'm gonna be on. I don't want to hate on people right now. I feel like in this video I've been toxic. If I am, sorry. If you feel like that Eternal Punishment is hard, that's just a skill issue, in my opinion. Yes, it isn't easy. You will die a lot. You will die in a lot of situations. But once you understand the game, it's not that hard. Persona 1's gameplay is pretty bad. Like, the answer was pretty tough from P3, the PS2 version. Persona 1's gameplay is pretty bad. Characters that are not Maki don't flesh. Yeah, Maki is probably the best character out of them. And the problem with this is, I don't think it's like not just Maki that doesn't flash out at all, in my opinion. The problem is that the game actually asks you to pick optional characters, and those optional characters are just there to add dialogue and flair. I believe one of the characters, I forgot his name, Raiji. Yeah, Raiji, people talk about, is the best character to pick for the Sabakura. I have played Persona 2 and I feel like I know why, but Raiji is the only one that they talk about picking, and then the main characters. And that is true, they don't flesh them out that much, except for Maki. The negotiation system sucks. Is ran, yeah. In Innocent Sin, it's better. The best is it in Eternal Punishment because it's just one option and it's a few combinations, so you can remember that. Like, here, this is like a freaking essay. And it's, yeah. And what's funny is a lot of the game gives you optional characters. If you pick Raiji, I believe Raiji has a unique negotiation that only he has. I believe that's the case. And I think he has the most less. So playing with Raiji is crucial for the story, but he sucks at negotiation as far as I know. I could be wrong. I haven't played with Raiji, but as far as I've heard. And the negotiation system sucks. It sucks. It's way better in Eternal Punishment. It's fun in Innocent Sin, but again, it's like a paragraph. It's a jargon. It's like most of it like, okay, how the hell would I remember this? And even if there's like a prompt telling me, oh, you use this on this is beneficial. Still, it's too much of a jargon to begin with. Like, Eternal Punishment, yeah, make it very boring to get personal cards. That is true. And Eternal Punishment's actually pretty bad. It's really good, in my opinion. It's way better. And I think the one where I would say it sucks is in Tatsuya's second side story. Maybe the first, but I didn't need it. Is that the second side story of Tatsuya is actually really tough. And, like, I think none of the negotiations of Tatsuya work on those demons. So, now to the good stuff. P1 or PS1 your OST is amazing. Yeah, I've heard it. It's a bit eerie and amazing. Yeah, probably the most unique and experimental of the franchise. And if you're wondering why I said PS1, it's because the PSP version of the OST has many changes. Yeah, by Shoji Meguro. It is, I believe it has the pop and everything to replicate the Persona 3-esque, right? Most of them pretty bad. Yeah, I liked them, including deciding to do lots of important stuff. Yeah, this is something. They could, honestly, in my opinion, they could have just remastered them like they did with Reload as right now. Like, honestly, the PSP version, it's a canon story with proper dialogues and everything. But the main issue with the PSP game is, I feel like a lot of decisions are pretty terrible. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna make it like the PS1 version of the game, where it's like, it's just honestly horrible in terms of gameplay. And to me, that was like one of the worst decisions they ever make. Like, bro, what? Why are you keeping those pesky mechanics from the PS1 to the PSP? So yeah, including deciding to do lots of important songs like the Awakening theme and very charge specific themes for no reason. Yeah, I think, yeah, I've heard of those. He also changed, only I think Maki's song made it. I think He also changed lots of the experimental and very unique songs to generate popular rock tracks. This was to replicate the Persona 3 era. The PSP OST is the worst Meguro work in my opinion. I did enjoy it, but like I guess I should more focus on the PS1. So if for some reason you want to play this trash game, play the PSP version with OG. Yeah, but I have completed this, but I can't do that. I remember I played the Persona 3 PS2 with not the party controls mod, and I was told to play it, but I have this habit where I want to play the game in its original state. So if I ever play the PS1 version in English with the weird dialogues and stuff, I'll play it like that. I don't think there's a mod to fix the dialogues, but yeah, I'm just trying to say that I tend to play it in the original version as it is. So that's one of the things. And now I've started to like rank and stuff the Persona games, so I want to play it in the most original version. I think I also use like hardware that was available on. I know people might say that if you played the portable and Persona 1 and 2 on using the PSP emulator on the PSTV, well, they were on the Vita, so I feel like that, I guess you can say that that isn't like a issue and I shouldn't do that. I should play on the PSP hardware, but yeah. Innocent Sin is good. Yeah, story is the best. It's better the characters have actual story right now instead of just, yeah, being just Maki. Gameplay is better, negotiation actually works and enemies don't use bow. Yes! This was such a good thing. Though in the PSP version they made the combat, it's not even just easy. It's like it's like you're autoing most of the game. Like I'm telling you right now, I'd be playing my phone, I'd be like moving around autoing, and I wouldn't even die. So like yeah, when I'm grinding and stuff, the game is way more pretty than people. Yeah, the aesthetics is amazing. Like I feel like they could release that remastered or something like that and make a port. Like it'd be a good indie title as well. And the OST is less experimental now. It sounds more like pop and techno from the 90s, but still pretty good. The Meguro version did not delete anything this time, but it has the same problem he did with P1, where some of his versions are more generic than the OGs, like the Mayan theme and the in-game town theme. This game is so good, you all need to check it out. If I'm correct, no, I think it's only in Eternal Punishment. You can change it to the original soundtrack. Eternal Punishment I'm still midway, but it's almost the same thing. And then what changes is that the combat is better and like the character. People don't talk about this. Eternal Punishment's combat is actually really, really good. Sure, you can make this like, oh, it does not have the shift mechanic, or it does not have this mechanic. It's like a bit outdated. Freaking Eternal Punishment is, in my opinion, I think I made the mainline games, but right now, currently, for me, the best Persona game is Eternal Punishment. It's like this. Eternal Punishment is 1. 4 Golden is 2. Reload is 3. Persona 5 is 4. Well, like that's I remember. I've kept 3 Fest and Portable at below 5, whichever. I think what I said 5 is 4, right? Yeah, so I 5th. 6th in my opinion is Innocent Sin, but that's just because of gameplay. The story of Innocent Sin, I've always keep saying it, is the best. 7 is 1, and I like Fest more than Portable, but the thing with like it's like Portable is good in so many things, and then Fest is good in so many things, but then Portable has so many bad things that Fest has so many bad things. I was like, yeah, it's like compensating for each other. So yeah, this was the video. In my opinion, this is something I really loved. Yeah, this is accurate. This is 100% accurate about Persona 1 and 2. This is also accurate. This is accurate, and people were saying we won't buy you. You're lying to yourself. Like there might be like a few people that won't. Like I should control myself. But yeah, and yeah, Innocent Sin story is the best. Like it's currently as many Persona games I played. There are a lot I haven't played. Obviously, Persona Q, Strikers, and stuff like that. But yes, Innocent Sin has the best story in my opinion. Yes, I'll take that. All right, so this is the end of the video and the end of the comments. Tell me what you guys think about Persona 1 and 2. Do you think it deserves a remake? Do you think it's a good game? Do you think people are over hating on it? Do you think Atlus will make it or not? I'll add this in, though I don't want to. Will you buy it if it gets a remake? But alright, my Raandigars, tell me in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time with another Persona video. Like, subscribe. I'm trying to make this YouTube thing an actual thing. See you guys next time with another Persona shit, Megami, Dragon Ball, Fairy Tail, whatever video. I'm looking here to stop recording. Bye, 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 bye.